Hello. It is an absolute mess out here. G'day guys, welcome back to finally part 2 of the patrol build, getting the gearbox out. I had to wait months for parts. So, we've got all the parts, and I think I've got an idea on how to do. This is what I've come up with. So, I've borrowed an engine crane off a friend. I have wrapped it around through the inside of the cab, and then readjust this. Unscrew the cross member now, lower it a bit, and there's 2 bolts that go in the top here on both sides. So if I lower it down, I should be able to get it. I'm not terrified, I'm just not keen. Anyway, enough talking. We're talking about it for months now. Let's get this bastard out. I do have one helpful tip if you were doing this. You have to get to your starter motor. You have to take it off. There is a top bolt. I drained the oil and I took out my second filter and I could get access to the top bolt. It's annoying, but it is so much less stress. Do it. That's how long we have to go. A bit rougher than I wanted it, but all right, as you can see, gearbox not in car. Holy crap, dude, that was an absolute mission. That was 3 days. Now, I just want to reiterate, I've never done anything like this before. Most I've done is a tyre and an alternator. Maybe a water pump. I think I did a water pump on the Commodore, but that doesn't really count. This is the first big mechanical endeavour that I have tried to do. So I'm quite actually proud of myself. Just for getting it out. I don't know how I'm going to get it back in. Dude, this is a 1994 GQ Patrol gearbox sitting out here, and I took it out. For one. But I did go out and get some essential stuff I think I needed. I got some degreaser so I can clean up the gearbox. I got some rags, because you always need rags. Got some refreshments, and then I got a wire brush to clean, and I've also got some grease. I'm pretty sure I need some grease for that, and I'm pretty sure I need it. I maybe need some to get the pin out. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. But I think I earned this one today. Holy crap. If you're thinking about doing a gearbox and you need help, don't call me. That sucks. Okay. We have been procrastinating on this job for far too long. Today we are going to get everything done to the point where all we need to do is lift the gearbox and put it back in. I have a piece of cardboard. We are going to write down a list. Pull. Pilot. Bearing. Pretty sure I just spelt bearing wrong. Install fly wheel install clutch. That should be all I need to do underneath the car. Then we will do a beer run. I'm out of beer. Then we will prepare gearbox. I have been to Repco and Supercheap 4 times today, and it is 10 o'clock in the morning. I should have everything I need. Should. What is that thing called? Throw out bearing. Out. Bearing. I'm pretty sure I spelled bearing wrong again. Clutch boot. Clutch boot. Das Boot. And then we are going to put back the hand brake because I didn't need to pull it apart. Okay, we have a list. Install clutch. That's not a clutch, that's a gearbox. Install gearbox. And then we party because we are finished. All right, we are going to hold ourselves accountable today and actually do some stuff. I have been trying to get this pilot bearing out for a week. I haven't been able to do it. I have tried putting grease in it and then smashing it with a bolt, and that's supposed to hydraulically pull the bearing out. No, just go to Repco and buy the $60 part. The tool. Just get it. Save yourself the hassle. If you're ever doing this, just get the tool. I'm a firm believer in that now. Just go buy the tool that is specially designed to do the annoying bloody task that you have to do. Okay, well, I think some of the footage got corrupted or something, but I have officially got a new sandwich plate. I snapped that bolt, but we're not going to talk about that guy. He's fine. I got a new sandwich plate. This is all installed. The rear main seal has been installed and changed. I will try to get the footage back. I don't know what I need to do, but I'll figure it out. But for now, let's get this little pilot bearing. You can see I've already packed it full of grease. Let's get this little asshole out. I don't know what I'm doing. I know how you work now. Joke's on you. Get out. Why aren't you doing it? This should pull it out. Oh, it is. There it is. That is the entire reason I've been procrastinating. I did a thing. She's heavy. I'm just going to hit it with some degreaser. we can now cross two things off our list because we have, there you go, we can now cross two things off our list. Now, install flywheel, check. And probably the most important thing we can cross off right here, beer run, because I had to go buy beer. Now, on the flywheel, there are little holes and you can put these little dowels in, okay? Now, what is a dowel? A dowel is this little guy. You put it in and it lines up with a hole on the clutch somewhere so that you don't have to hold it in with all your might while you're trying to screw it in. I didn't realise that they came in two sizes. This is an 18. This is what I put in the flywheel. That hole is a 16. It came with 16 dowels. Not 16 dowels, but size 16 dowels. But I didn't realise that till after I put the 18 in, which means the dowel is too big for the hole that corresponds on the clutch. So I have to drill it because I can't get the dowel out. Also, I nearly killed someone because some silly goose pulled out in front of me while I was going on my beer run. I reckon I was about 10 centimetres away from his car by the time I pulled up. So I reckon this was deserved. So, super fun fact, it is actually the next day because I didn't procrastinate again, I swear. We got rained out and I drank beer and then I drank some more beer and then I just kept drinking beer. So, my bad. We are going to finish the clutch install and then we can move on to the gearbox, getting that ready to go back in, and then hopefully we can come up with a plan of putting it back in, which might require friends that I don't have. Like, just a super fun fact is that I just got under the car, and last night, for the first time in forever, I actually packed my tools away. So the tools are in the car, and I'm under the car. So I have to get out from underneath the car. But shiny, look. That was much better. I mean, I probably should have put 2 dowels in, but that's all right. Oh, that dowel's not pushed in far enough. Fuck's sake. This dowel is going to be the bloody death of me. See that? Still hanging out a little bit. I'm going to take this off so I don't hit it like last time. Better. Okay, so fun fact, we just had to run down to the shop and get a new set of tools because bolts snap, apparently. I was putting in the clutch face bolts and trying to torque them to spec and completely ripped the head off. So I'm actually going to go buy some bolts now, some fresh bolts for the whole thing. But I would also like to take this moment to apologise to my neighbours for the words that were said and the noises of tools being thrown, because that is exactly what happened. My torque wrench is over there behind you. My drill is somewhere. I don't know where I threw that, but it's fine. acting like that isn't going to solve the situation. So we're going to learn today. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to learn how to extract bolts. This is exactly the reason why you don't lose your shit like I did. Throw tools because it doesn't fix anything. That was unbelievably easy to do. Anyway, right, so I've lost my pen, but the clutch is in. It is lunchtime. I think we're going to just have some lunch. It's exactly what I ordered. First thing I'm going to do is actually clean up out here because it is an absolute disgrace. Second of all, if anyone out there's just going, I wonder what to get Jeremy for Christmas. You know, you might just be thinking it. I don't know. I'd love a toolbox. I think that might be my next big purchase is the toolbox, even though I haven't bought the house or the shed yet. But just having the tools in the bag is great, but it's just, I would love a bit more organisation. But anyway, now we're going to have a minute, clean up, and then we're going to move on to the gearbox and we can start working on what the actual problem was, which was the throwout bearing. We can fix that and get that ready to install. But it's currently 36 degrees as well. So I'm going to enjoy this while I think about cleaning up and then probably not clean up and then, yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this episode. I'm going to call it here. I've got to go into town and do some things before I pick up the children. Pretty happy with the progress so far. We've got the gearbox out. We've got the clutch in. All I need to do is prime. We're going to call it priming. Prepare the gearbox to go back in. Throw in the bearing and all that sort of stuff. So that'll all be in the next episode where we get the gearbox in and take it for a test drive. So if you want to stick around and follow along with the Denton build, please hit like and subscribe. I would love to have you guys coming along for this and learning with me. Please give me all the hate in the comments. Please tell me how stupid I'm being. Please tell me, why didn't you do this? Why? Because I'm learning. This whole process is learning for me. So again, like and subscribe if you want to follow along, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode where we get this green machine running. Cheers, guys.